Bellator alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Royal London Theatre here in London, England for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of heavyweights between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Bazooka! His opponents in the blue corner, please welcome the Warrior.
Okay, let's have a good clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
This is a 12-rounder. Here's round number one. We expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time and our fans, they're going to enjoy it.
Gets rid of that effort.
Keep your hands up. Keep working the body.
Piercing jab. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. And there he counters back against his opponent. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Able to dismiss that body shot. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Halfway through this round here. Good defense, just covering up down low. What do you think is most misunderstood about the heavyweight division?
I think it's human nature for people to see these big Goliaths, that they start to think that, hey, they're more sure of themselves, that these guys have more of an abundance of security about themselves, about confidence. And really, it's the opposite. In some ways, these big giants, they're really unsure of themselves because they know they can do damage. They're also worried about damage being done to them.
And another jab. Showing you some defense there with the block. And there he counters back against his opponent. Ten seconds to go in this round. Protecting his head well with his guard. And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
But they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Some fine fundamentals. Good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese. He used distance.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Halfway through this round. Nice block. Able to counter that attack. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Lands the counter. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Comes right back at him with a left hand. End of this round. Joe and Teddy sitting ringside with you. It gives us time to reflect on the bigger picture of boxing. You know, it's interesting. We had a fan walk up to you earlier today and say, hey, I know you learned everything from the legendary Cus D'Amato, the great trainer. And he said to you, what's the one thing you took away from all your years with Cus? What did you say to him?
Well, it wasn't a paycheck, I'll tell you that much, because Cus didn't believe in paying you for that. He said you're going to college, you're getting a valuable education, and you're not even being forced to pay a tuition. So I understood that. We worked 7 days a week, so there was no union. Cus believed in working on Sundays, so you couldn't go complain and say I'm being overworked. But I think seriously that the most important thing that I learned, of course, that from a technical standpoint, you have to be really secure in those areas. No matter how much talent a fighter has, you have to teach them right, teach them the fundamentals, but mentally. You have to understand that a fighter's really always under fear. And you have to understand those dimensions, those parameters. And you have to be able to find a way to get in there, understanding how he feels mentally, and understanding how that can impair his judgment, stop him from doing simple physical things.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? Blocks away that headshot. "90 seconds to go here in this round.
Defense, more defense.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Oh, and he comes in again, landing well. seconds of round number 3. Good job protecting himself. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Good block by Bazooka. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Boom, left hand comes home. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Protecting his head well with his guard. Well-placed counter by Bazooka. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Nice block by Bazooka. And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Teddy, what do you think here as we start this round? I mean, you watch what he did in that last round, and you got to think that he can get himself back into this fight.
Well, that's how he's got to be thinking it. That's kind of what he's made up of. He's not a front runner. You know, he's not a fast starter anyway. He's the kind of guy that his real strength is to be able to weigh you down. It's to have a great resolve and to be able to chip away. He's chipping.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Good looking counter punch. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counter punching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous. But how hungry these guys are. How badly each guy wants it.
Joe, this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to do about money. It has everything to do about legacy. How they're going to be remembered.
Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Lands the counter. Good flush double jab by Bazooka. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Punches and bunches, combination up top. Round comes to an end. And that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic, and that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
He scored well after being hit himself.
Keep the head moving.
That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Bazooka. Good job staying away from the danger there. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Able to get away from that headshot with the block.
Let's see some more head movement. Back to the body.
There's another left hand from him.
Protect yourself.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision. Where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
You gotta protect yourself.
Gets rid of that body shot. he counters back against his opponent. Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Coach D'Amato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jabbed. When he's been sure of himself, he's jabbed. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. And a sharp counter punch by Bazooka. Right back to it upstairs. Halfway through this round. A little defense turns to offense by Bazooka. Committing to the combo now, both land. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Protecting his head well with his guard. Fires right back at him. What a fight. What a great non-stop action fight this has been. Ten seconds to go in the seventh. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Able to show you his blocking ability. Good work now, backing up what he did. Good job staying away from the danger there. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Good way to protect the midsection.
Up and down, side to side.
Does it surprise you that he's not going to the body as much as he could be?
Well, what surprises me is that he doesn't have the intuitiveness, you know, just the instinct to understand, to recognize the situation. That's part of the ability of a good fighter, to recognize what he should be doing in a certain situation. He's not seeing that. He should be going downstairs.
Good combination. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
There he is, landing a combo. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Good-looking counterpunch. Teddy, it's one of my favorite times of one of our fight broadcasts. When we make the declaration, he has to have a knockout to win.
And how's he going to do it? Well, I think he's got to be a photographer. He's got to be a guy that goes in the dark room, really, Joe, and start looking at the negatives. During the night, a lot of pictures have been taken. He's got to go now and look back at those pictures and remember something, that he saw something. He saw a moment. He saw a spot where the guy dropped his hand. He pulled back, and he's got to go, and he's got to act on that moment.
Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Nice work, great technique. The combo lands. Protecting his head well with his guard. Blocks the headshot.
Keep it going.
10 clicks of the top. Blocks away that headshot. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action, the kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Nice block by Bazooka. That's a good block by Bazooka. able to get away from that headshot with the block. That shot unable to land. And a well-placed counter by Bazooka. Good block there by Bazooka. Blocks that punch. Missed that uppercut. He got hit, but he sent it right back. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Comes right back at him with a left hand. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Wow, great action right from the start. Hey, I don't know that they can keep up this pace, but if they do, what a night we got ahead of us.
Yeah, we're getting tired just watching this early part.
Good block by Bazooka. Acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Able to get rid of that one. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Blocks the headshot. It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Now the final minute has arrived. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. And he scores again. comes to an end here. And Teddy, I know you've had a very busy week. You've been training some pro football players this week. There are many parallels to be made between the pro fight game and the pro football.
Yeah, there are, you know, physical ones and emotional and mental ones. I mean, the physical ones are when I work with some of these behemoths, you know, like offensive linemen. They have to punch out, you know, with their arms. They have to make sure that they get those hands out now. If they raise their elbows, just like a fighter raising his elbow before he throws a jab, they lose the power. So you got to teach them keep those elbows in, punch out without any telegraph, without any loss of power. And also, get those hands out at the right distance. If they're a little late, the big guy gets in on them. And now he can control him. And, of course, the mental aspects of it, where they get into those dark rooms we talk about every once in a while, where they have to remember that they have control. They can make the choice. You know, you get in those dark rooms, you start to think that you lose control of the choice, that your opponent's making a choice for you. No, that's not the truth.
Good counter punch. Oh, very nice. Smart counter punch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Good exchange. He fires back. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counter punch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay. And he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Well done that time, landing the counter punch. And another jab comes in. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Blocks that punch. Good looking counter punch. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Good defense, just covering up down low. Last round of an entertaining fight. Now, for the judges' scores, let's send it up to the ring announcer.
Unanimous decision. Your winner, the Warrior.
Your winner by a unanimous decision.
And that was a surprise right there. Coming into this fight, we thought we'd see maybe a knockout. But no, we wound up getting a strategic fight.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.